Welcome back once again. This is Ninghoy Kim Kong Sai and you're watching TC English News Edition. The headlines first. National highways to open from 23rd December onwards. Opposition MPs suspended. Congress held protests in Bhopal. Before we go to the detail, we have a press release from ITLF. Let's have a look. Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, ITLF, would like to inform the general public that all the borders within the Lamka district and Manipur-Bishnupur will be sealed for security reasons. We have received intelligent input about an imminent threat by the Métis to dispute the Christmas season. From the 23rd of December 2023 till the 5th of January 2024, all non-tribals within the district are not allowed to move out of the district, and those non-tribal from outside are not permitted to move inside the district. News in detail. The government of Manipur Home Department issued a public notice on 21st December informing that two main national highways of Manipur will be open starting from 23rd December. The first highway is the routes that connect Imphal to Kangpokpi to Mao, and the second highway is the routes that connect Imphal to Bishnupur to Churachampur. It is recalled that these highways were closed since the Manipur ethnic classes started on May 3rd. The decisions of the Manipur Home Department regarding this is a very concerning act for the safety of both the Kuki-Zo and the Métis community. Therefore, the press release claimed that additional security forces were deployed under operational commanding officers to ensure convenience and security of the people who use these highways. The officers in charge for the highway connecting Imphal to Kangpokpi to Mao is Nisit Kumar Uswal, IPS IGP Zone 3, and the commanding officer for the Imphal to Bishnupur and Churachampur highway is K. Kabib, IPS IGP Zone 2, INT and AB. The police notice signed by Dr. Vinit Joshi, Chief Secretary of Government of Manipur, stated that starting from 9 a.m. December 23rd, all vehicles and trucks using the Imphal to Kangpokpi to Mao will assemble at BOC for Mao, and for transportation to Imphal will start assembling at Senapati headquarters. Whereas for the Imphal-Bishnupur to Churachampur highway, all vehicles moving towards Churachampur will assemble at Malong, and transportations to Imphal will assemble at Torbung. The notice further requests all residents to comply with the rules and to cooperate in public interest. The Madhya Pradesh Congress staged a protest seeking a reply from the Union Home Minister Amit Shah on the suspension of the opposing MP from the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha on December 12 in relation to Parliament security breach issues. A total of 146 MPs were suspended during the winter sessions of Parliament, where 100 of them were from the Lok Sabha and 46 are from the Rajya Sabha. According to a report of the Times of India, this protest was led by the newly appointed State Unit Chief Zitu Patwari. The former Union Minister Arun Yadav and others also took part. During his press interview, Patwari told the reports that the suspensions of the elected MPs from the parliament is totally undemocratic, and although the Prime Minister Narendra Modi promised Achhi Din, meaning good days, the country is under tremendous debt. Unemployment is at its peak, and the politics of dividing society to gain power is underway. The party claimed that he was suspended from the last sessions of the previous state assembly for no reason. The BJP has crushed the power of public representative. During this protest, the former minister Sajan Singh Verma, party vice president JP Dhanapya, and a mountaineer Medhav were also present, said the report. Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, ITLF, issued gratitude note to Zomi in Gwant in South Korea On this press release, the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum thanked the Zomi Inquan from South Korea for their contribution of rupees 3.4 lakhs to ITLF on December 22. The ITLF highlights that a total of 160 Kuki-Zo has lost their lives due to the Manipur crisis. Over 7,000 houses and more than 360 churches and synagogues were burned and dismantled. With more than 41,000 Kuki-Zo internally displaced, 115 relief centers and 15 conflict zones front lines are tendered by the Kuki-Zo community. The ITLF claimed that the contribution made by the Zomi Inquan will greatly assist in continuing to fight for the motherland. In addition to this, another press release was issued by the ITLF today, condemning the vandalism of the ITLF legal cell office and destructions of the properties on December 21. The ITLF claimed that the staff have experienced harassment and verbal threats occasionally. This act is highly unfavorable as the ITLF staff has been working tirelessly for the Kuki-Zo in fighting against the negligence of the Manipur government. The ITLF appealed to the public that such hostilities are demoralizing and are not helping the movement at all. So ITLF would like to reiterate an appeal to the general public not to indulge in any kind of activities that can harm the Kuki-Zo unity and hamper the movement. Today, the Dingpi Christian Joint Prayer Fellowship DCJPF organization, mainly from 41 Chandel, visited Kuki-Zo volunteers who are keeping guard in Kulzang frontline, Sinam frontline, Laysan frontline, and Pelkot frontline. This organization work together and give their whole for the betterment of the Kuki-Zo, and with their humble capacity, they have fasting prayer twice a month. During the visitations, the DCJPF gave a word of encouragement, and also with the onset of winter, they donate winter wears like hat, muffler, and a jacket to its volunteers. The DCJPF also thanked churches for aiding funds and also give appreciation to village chief and laymen for contributing for the cause. The Young Vai Association's GHQ held inaugurations program for the newly bought ambulance today at around 2 p.m. at VPC Hall, Bethelvane. A Sangpir President, YVA GHQ, V. Lalboya General Secretary, YVA GHQ, Kai Somlal Vice President, YVA GHQ, Reverend S. Lama Vaipe, and other prominent leaders of various organizations attended the program. President YVA GHQ, in his speech, said that the project have been planned by the executive members since June this year and had been finally achieved today. The ambulance was bought at Guwahati showroom with an amount of 26 lakh rupees, and a total of rupees 35 lakhs was spent in total along with the transportation charge. He also sincerely expressed his thanks to everyone who contributed in this project. He also reminds the public about the importance of ambulance due to the ongoing conflict in the state. On December 21st, the Zosang Naupang Polpi General Headquarters hosted an Advent Christmas and sports at Kokontar, Churchampur for internally displaced people. This event was sponsored by Manipur Evangelical Lutheran Church, MELC. The purpose of this is to provide social support to the internally displaced people through sports and recreational programs. During the program, a speech was given by Bliss Joe, the community mobilizer and counselor of MELC, and education statistician of ZSP General Headquarters, followed by prize distributions and closing prayer by the P. Nick Lianzo, the Vice President External of ZSP General Headquarters. The IDPs children who attended this program stated that they have been waiting for such recreational programs for a very long time. They hope that more of this program could be hosted in the future, as they do not have the resources to arrange it themselves. Also, the elders who attended this program expressed their gratitude to the organizer and the sponsors, as the relief centers do not have any sports material or activities to keep the children entertained. The games conducted were 100-meter race for different age groups of both male and female, football match for different age groups of both male and female. Each winner of the games received appreciation gifts at the end of the program. Inauguration of role was held today at Kompang Veng, Di Pailin today. The program started around 7:30 a.m. where a stone after the name of Elder Late Lam Kokai was erected. Various leaders and elders of the village attended the program, and Elder Gentin Hau Vai Pei spoke about how the erections of the stone came into being. The Lok Sabha on Thursday passed the Press and Registrations of Periodicals PRP Bill 2023 through a voice note after a 2.5-hour debate in the absence of most, if not all, opposition members. The bill simplifies and dignitizes the process of registering newspapers and other periodicals with the press register, sets up an appellate board to deal with issues related to registrations, and discriminalizes all but one offense. According to a report of the Hindustan Times, the PRP bill will replace the Press and Registration of Books 1867, which required newspapers, magazines, and books to be registered with the government. The BJP-led government and the previous Congress-led government had made multiple attempts to replace the Colonial Era Act. The Congress government introduced a bill in 2011, but it was not passed. Continuing the traditions of getting rid of colonial era laws, I present before you the Press and Registrations of Periodicals Bill 2023. This bill aims to set the colonial mindset and bring a new law for a new India. In 1867, India was colonized, and the British believed that they must control the press. Registration was a big challenge. Setting up a printing press, becoming a publisher were big things. The district magistrate had a huge role. This was a complex system that had 8 steps. Minister of Information and Broadcasting Anurag Thakur said, as he introduced the bill in the lower house under the PRP bill, anybody who is convicted as a terrorist or unlawful activity as defined under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967 or of acting against national security is not allowed to release a periodical. The Press Registrar General of India, appointed by the central government, will be responsible for registering periodicals, which include newspapers and magazines, but not academic journals, after receiving an online applications from interested entities. In this bill, we have decriminalized all offenses except one, Thakur said. Under the bill, if a periodical is published without obtaining a certificate of registrations from PRG, it can impose a financial penalty of up to 5 lakh and order the publisher to stop publishing. If the publisher continues to publish despite the order, they can be jailed for up to 6 months. Regular declarations that were earlier required to be submitted to the DM have also been done away with, Thakur said. We have changed it to an online declarations to the PRG, he said. Books have been removed from here because they are now regulated by the HRD Ministry, Thakur said. The Biju Janata Dal's Bhartuhari Mahtab and AIMIM's Imtiaz Jalil raised the issues highlighted by the EGI. This bill is less about registrations and more about regulations controlling the press, Jalil said. The EGI had highlighted a clause that gives the PRG and any specified authority the power to enter the premises of a periodical to inspect or take copies of the relevant records of documents or ask any questions necessary for obtaining any information required to be furnished. It has said that the term specified authority gave power to government agencies beyond the press register and could even include police and other law enforcement. The center has asked all state and union territories to conduct inspections and recalibrations of weighing machines at airports across the country after some passengers informally complained about their luggage weighing more than the actual weight on the machines used by the airlines. According to the Indian Express, the Legal Metrology Division, which comes under the Department of Consumer Affairs, has written a letter to the Controller of Legal Metrology of all states and UTs to conduct verifications and stamping of weighing machines used at airports for weighing customers' luggage. The letter, sent on December 19, has also been marked to the Chairman, Airport Authority of India for information and necessary actions, the sources said. Millions of passengers pass through our airports every day. It is important that the weighing machines being used at the airports are completely accurate and trustworthy, especially when passengers are required to pay for excess baggage, states the letter. It says, to further augment the trust between consumer and airlines, it is requested that the inspections of these weighing machines may be done regularly. However, it may be ensured that said inspections may be undertaken in off-peak hours so that it does not hamper the normal functioning of the airlines. According to the sources, there were some informal complaints about weighing machines at airports. For instance, a person said when he checked out from a hotel, the weight of his suitcase was 15 kg. However, the same suitcase weighed 16.5 kg on an airline's weighing machine at the airport. After such complaints, we asked the legal metrology officials to verify and recalibrate the weighing machines at the airport, says the source. Initially, the recalibration was done at Delhi Airport. Thereafter, it was decided to conduct such exercise at some other airports, including Mumbai, Chennai, and Bengaluru, the sources said. As per the Legal Metrology Act 2009, the Consumer Affairs Department is mandated to ensure public guarantee from the point of view of security and accuracy of the weighment and measurements. According to the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, the total number of passengers, domestic and international, was recorded at 190.60 million during 2022-23. The DGCA's monthly air traffic report provides data on passenger complaints. However, no data on weight-related complaints is available.
Moria Enterprise hi lamka kopi sunga dinga hardware thil kim nale kiman na pen hi. Power tool zot pi langwa a size a color kim sela chule adang hozong muzing the hi. Lamka kopi sunga hoilai hile deliver akibol pi zinge. Atam cho hodin heavy discount zong akibolin chule dukan na zu son num hodin wholesale in akipi zinge. Brand hoi tata RT Suraksha, Kamdhenu, Zindal, Galaxy chule adang dang zong au minahi. Moria Enterprise amunhi El Simulgate Comchet ahin chule abransi tuibung filling station maited in akihonge.
That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.